The Happy Prince by Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde was an Anglo Irish playwright, novelist, poet, and critic. He is regarded as one of the greatest playwrights of the Victorian era. In his lifetime, he wrote 9 plays, one novel, and numerous poems, short stories, and essays. The story, The Happy Prince, written by Oscar Wilde, is an allegory. Allegory is a story, poem, or picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or political one. The story is about the statue of a beautiful prince who lived a very happy and fulfilling life before his death. After he died, his statue was placed at a high point where he could see the sufferings of the entire city. When he was alive, he lived inside the palace and did not know what misery was. But after his death, with the help of a kind swallow, he helps the ones in need by giving away all his possessions. The story is indeed a touching one. Once upon a time, there stood the statue of the happy prince on a tall column in the city. The statue was made of gold all over and had thin leaves of fine gold. The statue had 2 bright sapphires for eyes and a large ruby at the handle of the sword. A little swallow came one day and sat on the statue. He decided to spend the night there. But as the swallow was going to sleep, a large drop of water fell on him. The swallow was really surprised. There was no cloud, yet it rained. The second drop of water made the swallow decide to fly off. The third drop of water made him to look at the statue. The statue was crying. The statue of the happy prince and the swallow started talking to each other. The swallow told the prince that he had to go to Egypt. His friends were waiting for him in Egypt. But the happy prince requested the swallow to stay one night with him. The swallow agreed. He became the messenger of the prince and helped the poor people by removing the fine jewels from the statue of the prince and distributing the same. He picked up the ruby and flew to the house of a woman who sewed clothes. He put the ruby near the woman's thimble. He also fanned the boy's forehead. The boy felt a bit better, and then the boy finally sank into deep sleep. The swallow flew back to the happy prince. He felt warmer, though it was cold. The happy prince told him that it was because he had done a good act. The swallow wanted to fly to Egypt, but the happy prince told him to stay there one more night. He told the swallow that he saw a playwright in a little room. The playwright was trying to finish a play for the director of the theatre, but he was too cold to write. He was hungry also. He asked the swallow to pluck one sapphire from his eye and give that to the playwright. The playwright saw the sapphire. He was very happy. He hoped to finish the play. The swallow went to the happy prince. He told him that he had come to say goodbye to him. But the happy prince asked the swallow to stay another night. The happy prince told the swallow that there was a little match girl in the square below. All her matches had fallen in the gutter. Her father would beat her if she didn't bring home some money. She was crying. He asked the swallow to pluck out the sapphire from his other eye and give that to the little girl. The swallow did not agree, as it would make the prince blind, but finally flew with the sapphire on the request of the prince. He put the sapphire into the little girl's hand. The swallow flew back to the happy prince. He told the prince that he would stay with him as he had gone blind. The happy prince asked him to fly over the city and tell him what he saw. He also told the swallow that the most marvelous thing was human suffering, and human misery was the greatest mystery of all. The swallow flew over the city. He saw hungry children. He also saw many poor people. The happy prince asked him to take leaf after leaf of the fine gold over his body and give it to all the needy and poor people. The swallow did the same. The poor now laughed and the children happily played. Then there came the snow and the frost. Everything looked white. The poor swallow grew colder and colder, but he didn't leave the happy prince. However, he could no longer keep himself alive. He at last knew that he was going to die because of the bitter cold. The swallow asked the prince to let him kiss his hand. The prince told him that he was happy that the swallow was going to Egypt. So he told him to kiss him on the lips because he loved the swallow so much. But the swallow told the prince that he was not going to Egypt. He was going to the house of death. And saying so, the swallow fell down dead. At that moment, there appeared a crack inside the statue. The heart of the happy prince, which was made of lead, broke into two. The dead swallow lay at its feet. The next morning, the mayor and the town councillors came that way. They looked at the statue. They declared that the happy prince no longer looked beautiful, so he was no longer useful. Then they melted the statue in a furnace. But the broken heart didn't melt, as it was made of lead. It was thrown away in a heap of dust where the dead swallow also lay. God asked one of his angels to bring him the two most precious things in the city. The angel brought him the heart of the happy prince, which was made of lead, and the dead bird. God welcomed the two in his garden of paradise. The little bird would sing forever, and the happy prince would praise the swallow forever in God's city of gold. In the story, the end appears to be tragic. The swallow and the happy prince both die and are thrown on a dust heap. However, this is not the real end of the story. The swallow and the happy prince sacrifice their lives to help the poor and the needy. God is happy with their sacrifices. Therefore, God rewards them and orders that the swallow will sing in the garden of paradise and the happy prince will forever praise him. Outward beauty is nothing, it is just a show. The real beauties are love and sacrifices. Love and sacrifice are two saving forces for humanity. Kindness and compassion should be practiced by all. We must always help the poor, and this is what the heart touching story of the Happy Prince teaches us. I hope you enjoyed listening to this wonderful story by Oscar Wilde. Thank you.